Okay, we're on the play for round number 4. In this hand, I don't think I would keep it on the draw. Well, knowing me, I probably would anyway, but it might be wrong, but I think it's definitely fine to keep on the play. We've got 4, 5, 6, assuming we draw lands, and we could easily draw some cheaper spells we could play in lieu of lands. The only cards we don't really want to draw here are contract killing, but even if we do, like, it's not even the end of the world, because eventually they'll be good, right? Black, red. Okay. As long as he's not beating me down, I'm fine with the way this is going. Alright, what does this do again? When it deals combat damage to a player, I discard. Alright. So, I should probably play Paladin of the Bloodstain first. I was going to play Interloper, but I'd rather play something that can actually trade for that flagship, because otherwise that could be a headache. Brazen Buccaneers. Solid play. This is the... Okay, I don't really care about that card. So yeah, definitely going to trade with that flagship. Okay, and he put that in the graveyard, that's good to know. Probably just gonna play, this is just a haste, right? It doesn't have menace or anything. Probably just gonna play Glorifier of Dust here, but I could also go Direfleet Interloper plus Duress. It's not the worst play either. Kinda like that better, actually. Well, let's start with Duress, because then that might inform my decision on the Scry later. Wow, he has lots of cards to get. Pretty strong hand. Obviously not taking Duress. Pirate's Cutlass, don't care too much about. Vanquish the Weak I can play around, and it doesn't kill the two threats that I really care about. So I think I'm actually going to take this March of the Drowned, so we can't get a 2-for-1 out of it later. Alright, let's also take a screenshot here and save it for later. Future reference. Yeah, I'm going to take the March of the Drowned. Play the Interloper. We're going to see if the Interloper hits me a land or not. It didn't. Okay, I'm keeping that on top though. I'll attack for 1. Because if I'd hit a land, I would have been able to just hold back. I would have just held back my Vampire to double block. Also, I want to turn down the volume if possible. This Magic Online is always super loud. It's going to duress me, take my contract killing. Which is annoying, but he didn't have any must-kill targets. That thing's going to get pumped up. But it's not too big of a deal right now. I think I want to use my mana efficiently here and just play the Glorifier. This is not a vampire, right? No. I could play the Sanctum Seer, get immediate value, but I'm just going to play Glorifier first. So I know his hand is Ruthless Knave and Vanquish the Weak. Do have to keep in mind that the Vanquish the Weak will be able to take out the Sanctum Seeker. So I'm not going to make this trade. He's going to play the Ruthless Knave, that's fine. And then move the Cutlass, also fine. Okay, this might be a good turn to play the Sanctum Seer, or Sanctum Seeker. And I have to decide what to do with it. Certainly gonna send with these two. I can send with everything and give this flying. Then he would block the vampire, take 7 plus 2, so he goes to 8. Then he kills my Sanctum Seer, so that's not great. I have to make the play with the understanding that my Sanctum Seer is going to die. I think I'm still going to play it though. I'm not going to send with my vampire, I don't think. It's just the damage of draining for 1, but I'm just going to keep it back so I don't lose it for no reason. And I think I want to give my Glorifier lifelink, but not, or rather flying, but not vigilance. So I'm not planning on blocking with it. I can just jump with 1, take the rest. He can't really afford to get too aggressive here. So let's give flying, attack, get 1 drain out of the Sanctum Seer. So he's going to go to 6, or 7 rather. Now if he kills the Sanctum Seer, at best, yeah, he can't really afford to get aggressive unless he draws another removal spell, or another creature to block my Menace guy. Yeah, he's going to start with Vanquish the Weak. One card in hand. I think he has to leave his guys back. Yep. That tells me he probably bricked on his draw step. Okay, so safe play would just be to give this flying send with just it and hold this guy back. I guess it's the same as attacking, and I get to choose which creature I kill, so that's worth noting. So let's give flying. Send with these two. And I'll trade for the Brazen Buccaneers. Because he can move the Pirate's Cutlass over and make that 4 toughness, which could be more problematic later. I think that stands to reason. This activated ability isn't going to matter at all. So might as well kill the bigger creature. Okay, Skullduggery saves this guy, but he's still gonna be dead on board. Play the Deathless Ancient. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, pretty solid little game there. So anything I might want to change. He looks kind of aggressive. I want to do the fire cannon thing again and cut like a dousing dagger. I mean, I still haven't gotten to play this card, but it still just seemed like, you know, in every board state we've been in, it wouldn't have really changed much if I was losing, which I'm not a fan of. And I guess that's all I'll do for now, until I see more of his deck and have a better idea of what he's doing. He looked pretty aggressive, but he also had a lot of grindy elements. So I don't want to, you know, load up my deck with all anti-aggro or anti-control cards. We're just going to play a normal game of Magic. Slightly tweaked for a more defensive stance. I guess I keep this. Could get run over with it, but we have interaction and creature. Let's go ahead and fire off this duress. See what he's working with. Duress of his own. Pretty aggressive curve also. That's problematic. Alright, let's take another screenshot of this. Crop that. Take the duress. Ooh, that was a perfect draw. Means we're not going to take just infinite damage from the firebrand. There's also a small chance that he misses on lands. That would be nice. Certainly blocking. Kind of surprised he wanted to make that trade. But okay. He misses a land. So now I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, well. Would have been an interesting game if he'd hit his land drops. So, kind of a shame, but this is a competitive queue. I'll take the win. It's not like this game's totally over if he hits a land the next couple turns. Well, now it's probably over because my hand is so busted. Yep, my condolences to my opponent, but I guess I'll take it.